Hi, my name is John Neal and I work at Ashridge Business School. I want to take this opportunity to talk to you about a new area that we're thinking about in leadership. New area in leadership? I can hear you screaming. We've studied leadership for years and years and years, but modern leadership needs a slightly new approach. And to create that new approach, we've gone backwards. We've gone backwards to look at what are the basics that leaders need to understand and be really good at in order to deliver leadership for their people under pressure. We've probably not lived in a more pressurised environment than we currently have to perform in. So we need to think about what are the basics. That's what we've worked really hard to understand. The key basic of being a leader is understanding who you are. We call that your leadership DNA. What are the experiences you have had that make you the leader you are? What are the experiences you've had that make you the leader you want to be? Now, the important difference here is we don't study the great leaders, we study your great leaders. What have been your experiences? It's got to be your way, and we explore that in some depth. Having covered who you are as a leader and what sort of leader you want to be, we start looking at the common behaviours of the really good leaders. First of all, leadership is about the future. Not just the future and setting goals, but there's making sure you set goals in the right areas to take people and your teams to where they want to be. So it's about creating a combined future supported by goals. The next world-class basic is about how you manage and enable change. Leadership is about taking people on a journey, and sometimes those people may not want to go on that journey. So you have to understand the concept of change, how it affects people, how it affects organisations, and if you're world class in your understanding of that change and you can make it happen, results are achieved. Hey, you can't just be a leader without followers. A leader without followers is someone going for a walk by themselves. We have to understand how we engage people, how we develop that emotional connection between them. And if you're world class at leadership, you've got to be world class at creating followers. That's fine, but you need a plan. You need a plan and you need a strategy. We help people understand the real basics of strategy development and planning. But then you need to get that plan out there. So are you world class at telling your leadership story? That's really, really important, the oral tradition. We can write reports, but there's nothing better than a communication between the leader and their team. And if you can do that really well, people join you and they go on that journey. Next, what's your image? You know, quite often, leaders are judged within the first 7 seconds. And if you're world class at that first 7 seconds, you change people's thinking. So we help you understand what is your personal leadership brand, and is that image understood very quickly by everyone in your team. Finally, leadership is hard work. It's not just intellectually challenging, but it's physically challenging. Long meetings, long hours, long work. How are you physically? Are you world class physiologically? And are you ready to take on the physical challenge that is leadership? Are you really resilient? So the World Class Basics program in relation to leadership is all about you understanding yourself and then applying these key areas. Now we can deliver the program through a short motivational speech or a longer one-day masterclass with the support of a workbook, or even better, a customised program where we have the opportunity to really reflect and develop coaching and peer work to ensure you're the best leader you can be. In fact, that you're world class.